The Clockmaker's secret extended 4 minutes. Fun, scary, curious. In a sleepy village where nothing ever changed, not the cobblestone streets, not the gossiping grandmothers, not even the cats on the rooftops, there stood an old, crooked clock shop no one dared enter. Not because it was haunted, but because no one ever saw anyone come out. The shop belonged to Elias, a wrinkled old man with spectacles as round as coins and a smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. He'd been there longer than any villager could remember. Some claimed he was older than the village itself. Some said he hadn't aged a day. Inside the shop, clocks of every shape and size ticked. Cuckoos, pendulums, pocket watches, even a fish-shaped one that swam through the air. No one knows how. But here's the strange part. Not a single one showed the same time. Enter Ravi. One rainy evening, 12-year-old Ravi, curious, clumsy, and always poking his nose where it didn't belong, ducked into the shop to escape the storm. As the door creaked open, a gust of warm, mechanical air hit him. Gears spun in midair, a grandfather clock sneezed. Yes, sneezed. And a chime rang without a bell. Ravi, wide-eyed. Whoa, this place smells like oil and old secrets. From the shadows stepped Elias, holding a teacup that kept changing color. You're early, he said with a wink. Early for what? Elias didn't answer. Instead, he pointed to the clocks. Why are they all set to different times? Ravi asked. Elias smiled. Each one counts down to a moment that changes a life, Ravi blinked. Like, the moment you get eaten by a time-eating monster? Elias chuckled. No, though I do miss Harold. Beat of silence. Wait, who's Harold? The countdown begins. Drawn to a tiny silver clock, Ravi noticed it ticking, faster than the others. 10 seconds. Elias leaned in. That one's yours. Mine! What's gonna happen in 3, 2, 1... The ground shook. A bolt of lightning hit the street just outside. Ravi ran out, just in time to avoid a crashing signboard that would have flattened him like a pancake. He turned back, breathless. The shop was gone. No building, no Elias, just a puddle. And in it, a reflection of the clock still ticking in Ravi's hand. But now, in reverse. The adventure unfolds. That night, Ravi couldn't sleep. Every tick of the silver clock echoed louder in his room. And when it hit 12 o'clock midnight, something wild happened. His room melted. Literally. The walls folded in like paper, and Ravi was pulled into a swirling tunnel of light, clocks, and floating cats wearing monocles. He landed on a floating island where clocks rained from the sky. Time bent sideways. Birds flew backward. And in the center of it all was a new version of Elias. Younger, with glowing eyes and roller skates. Elias, welcome to the Clock Core, the place between seconds. The truth, Ravi gasped. What is this place? Elias looked serious for once. This is where all time is made, every choice, every accident, every what if. It starts here and only a few ever find it. Fewer still leave. Why me? Because your moment is near. The moment when you decide who you'll be. He handed Ravi a gear-shaped key. Use it when it feels right. But once you turn it, time will never go backward. The return. Suddenly, Ravi was back in his room, heart racing, hand clenched around the key, clock ticking slowly now. Everything seemed normal, but from that day on, he always knew when something bad was about to happen. He could sense decisions before he made them. And once, just once, he swore he saw Elias waving at him from inside a vending machine. The ending twist. Years later, Ravi, now grown up and a scientist, built a machine to manipulate time. At the final moment before activation, the silver clock ticked down again. 3, 2, 1. The machine sparked to life and opened a portal. On the other side, a village, a crooked shop, and Elias, unchanged, sipping tea, smiling. You're right on time. Text on screen for a video ending. Some clocks don't measure hours, they measure destiny. # the Clockmaker, # short film, # time is Zally.
Made timepieces so precise.
No one could afford them. Because honestly, they weren't for sale.
Never noticed that before.
You're early.
Early for what?
Each one counts down to a moment that changes a life.
Like the moment you get eaten by a time monster.
No, though I do miss Harold. That one's yours.
What happens when it hits 0?
Run!
He looks back. The shop is gone.
Welcome to the clock core, the place between seconds.
Am I dreaming?
You're deciding time is fluid?
Ravi wakes, clutching the key tightly in his hand. The silver clock now ticks, but, oddly enough, it's ticking backward.
You're right on time?
Some clocks don't measure hours, they measure destiny.